Good afternoon, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I am your host, Blind Prime, and for today I have for you Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Slammer. Now, many people don't know, but Slammer is actually, or as you've been seeing from some Transformers reviewers, Slammer comes from the G1 Metroplex. He's never had a robot before. This is his first robot ever. He was kind of a little tank that became kind of a little turret. So that was the extent of him, and I'm super excited to bring this toy to you today. Well, before we get into too much deeper, my name is Blind Prime, and my channel is devoted to raising awareness for the blind through alternative means and methods. So if you wouldn't mind, go below and do all the things that everyone else asks you to do. And yeah, let's get started. So first off, we will bring out the measuring tool, the Blind Prime measuring tool, which I always forget to make it look better. Or put my finger there. All right. So he is 18 studs tall. No, 17 studs tall. And that's about the average height for most deluxes in the War for Cybertron line. So he will stand very neatly next to other deluxes. Of course, other deluxes not including Bumblebee here. Bumblebee is the shortest of all the deluxes, and he stands just to the midway up this Slammer's chest here. And here's a side-by-side comparison for those of you can see. We can raise up his arm. There we go. Yeah, raise up your arm and just put it over your buddy Bumblebee. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's such a nice little moment. That's a good Bumblebee. Now, get out of here. All right. So, the Slammer here has some really cool features on him. He is lacking in the siege ports, though. He comes with 2 siege ports on each arm, and that makes 4. He doesn't have any on the shoulders, sadly. He doesn't have any around the head at like the top of the tank area, or where his midsection is. So 4 so far. On his back, the way his backpack sets up, he doesn't get any siege ports. He does get 2 siege pegs, but no siege ports. So no one on his backpack. He gets 1 at the back of each leg, and then 1 on the side of each leg, up towards the knee, and then 1 on each foot. So it's a grand total of 6 on his feet, and yeah, that makes it a total of 10 siege ports. So very lacking for a tank guy. But he does come with 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and if you count the inner arm areas, 5 and 6 male siege ports, so siege pegs. So he has 6 siege pegs to offset the fact that he doesn't come with the average 13 siege ports. But Hound is still the winner in the deluxe scale for the sheer number of siege ports that he has. Okay, now that we're done talking about that stuff, we'll talk about his posability. He's got average posability for the majority of your Transformers War for Cybertron lines. It's not bad. It could be better. He does have a bit better posability when it comes to things like his midsection. He can actually look up or down, and it's pretty nice. Sadly, though, because of his transformation and how his gimmick works, he only has 1 posable joint for his elbow, and he only has 1 posable joint for his knee. He does have the ankle rockers, which are found commonly on everything War for Cybertron. I'm really enjoying those ankle rockers. His face feels like he's some kind of bruiser, and honestly, with his build, the fact that he's a short, stout guy with this huge front end of like the solid front of a tank, it's yeah, I can see the bruiser. His weapons are part of his body because he's a weaponizer, but we can take off, this would turn around, we just take off each of the treads. There we go. Remove each of them from his back. And we have the gun barrel and this little connector that's found that we had at the top of him, right behind his head. You could put that, when that was there, you can just move him kind of forward and be like, he's an artillery specialist. He's got howitzer. Okay, we take that off. Now, to assemble the crazy big gun he gets, which I call the tread rifle, we get, because it's a treadful weapon, Get to plug that little bit that you saw on his back that was connected to the long barrel for the cannon barrel. It can connect together to create this crazy long thing that's got treads running down the back of it and a big old cannon in the front, but he doesn't really have any place to put it except on the side of his arm. Right there. Right? That is the side of the arm is the best place for him to carry that. It's not really great. It's not a great weapon. But you can take the cannon off of one end, and then you get the tread sword. Yes, the tread sword. It's a treadful weapon. It's treaded by many. It treads on all bots who come across it. There. Yeah. I like the tread sword, except when he falls forwards with it in his hand. I don't like that. Okay, stand at ready. Okay, cool. For his gun barrel then, because it's a really cool gun barrel, you can actually just shove it right there into the mail port on the end of his arm. So he's got the tread. I just knocked his arm off. Yeah, you got that. All right, I assembled. Oh, nuts! I just dropped that off. All right, I'm gonna put this back too. All right, get yourself back together. You're falling apart on me, man. No. All right, there we go. Now he's got the tread sword and the arm rifle, or the arm cannon. Arm cannon, yeah. Overall, this guy's texturing has been quite amazing. I like this tread sword. His treads, you can feel all the individual treads. They're really nice. They're really rough. He's got really cool texture within the treads themselves. His texturing all over his body is top notch. Like, they outdid themselves for this guy when it comes with his texturing. His plastic is the unique is a mix of some of the Earthrise plastics and a lot of the Kingdom / Siege plastics. So I'm okay with this mixture of plastics. I wish it had all been the cool shiny Kingdom and shiny Siege plastic, but I get it. We'll take it. Anyway, guys, yeah, I think I've blathered on about this guy enough. What do you think, Sonia? My cat Sonia's just been sleeping over here. She's the Snorlax from the other video that y'all watched. But anyway, guys, I think that's enough for today. I'll get my little zapper out. So until next Prime, and if you wouldn't mind, below in the comments, tell me what your favorite weaponizer was. I'd love to know. Bye bye for now.